إن الحمد لله نحمده حمدا كثيرا كما يستحق المحامد هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى والدين الحق وبلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده وترك الأمة على البيضاء ليلها كنهارها ولا يزيغ عنها إلا هالك صلى الله على نبينا وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, my brothers and sisters, alhamdulillah, we are back again to study Umdatul Ahkaam. Alhamdulillah, it's ni'mah from Allah that Allah has given us tawfiq to study books like that. Tayyib, inshallah, ikhwan. Last week was our first lesson on Umdatul Ahkaam, and we mentioned the first hadith. What was the first hadith? Umdatul Ahkaam.
Ustadh, I missed the first.
Go on. MashaAllah. So that was the first hadith, إِنَّمَا الْعَمَلُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, and he put it under Kitab al-Tahara. How does it relate to Tahara, إِنَّمَا الْعَمَلُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ? No. Yeah, inshallah.
When someone, for example, does a good deed, for example, he goes to the mosque to pray, if his intention is pure, just for the sake of Allah, then
Alhamdulillah, yeah. So intention is part of tahara, because it's tahara of the heart, isn't it? You're doing for Allah, not showing off. You're doing to please Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay? You can do all the great ibadah, but if it's not for Allah, it's something wrong with the heart, isn't it? It's a disease. It's the najas in your heart. طيب, we said that this hadith narrated by who? Ya akhi over there. Who's the narrator of the hadith? No. Yeah, I'm asking you. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. Okay, who called him Amir al-Mu'mineen?
The people called him
Who? Give me the athar. Give me the...
Is it because he was the leader and they were the Muslims? So they said that he's Amir al-Mu'mineen.
Okay. Who remember the Sahabi? Mughira bin Shu'bah. Yeah, he and the Sahabas were there. Tayyib, it's good. Alhamdulillah. We said that this hadith, when it comes to niyyah, there are two parts to it. Two parts. Do you remember, Sa'id? Niyyah, yeah.
There's a thawab and there's a...
Thawab, that's one, and the first one. Which one is thawab then?
ومن كان هجرته الله ورسوله.
No, you got it right. The second, no, not this part. I'm talking about when you make intention, there's two things we play. There's a two part to the niyyah. Ta'midul A'mal. So first is ikhlas. You do for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay? That's for any ibadah. And second is tamiz. You distinguish the work. You distinguish the action. It is dhuhr, asr, wudu, for dhuhr, asr, hajj, umrah. You make that tamiz. This tamiz, this division mentioned by Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, Al-Ilm bin Abd Salam, and the others. And alhamdulillah, this is at Ibn Rajab as well. So these are the two categories of niyyah. طيب, moving on, inshaAllah. Who said this? The Usuluddin built on 3 hadiths. Okay? Imam Ahmad said it, okay? But what are the 3 hadiths? Do you remember? Give me one hadith, inshallah. Give me one. We'll share this now, inshallah.
The hadith of إن الإحلال بين.
Nu'man bin Bashir. Okay, that's one. Halal wal haram bayin. MashaAllah, that's one. Give me number 2. No, you know it, MashaAllah. I'm going to ask this brother here. What's the second hadith?
Sorry, I don't know.
You don't know?
Every matter that isn't according to the Sunnah is to be rejected.
Hadith al-Aisha, man ahadatha. Okay, the third one, gone. Inna al-a'malu bin-niyyat. Okay, then you have to know the reason. Why is it? Do you remember why? Why this hadith? Ya akhi, do you remember these 3 hadiths? Why they are the Usuluddin? Imam Ahmad said?
Does it cover all aspects of religion?
Okay, so let's take 2 hadiths. إِنَّمَا الْعَمَلُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. and whoever innovate anything in the deen, how are they relate to this?
So you can't, no action is accepted without sincere intention.
Intention. This is very important. We're created for. The
intention has to be sincere, but it also has to be according to the sunnah.
Sunnah of the Prophet. Okay. We got that. The third, halal and haram. Were you here last week? Were you here last week? Why is halal and haram? Why is the part of usuluddin?
To know what's haram and to know what's halal is essential to living your daily life. To know what you're allowed, what's permissible.
MashaAllah. That's why it is. Because one of the usuli said that it is ينبغي على كل مكلف معرفة حلال والحرام وأمر والنهي لأنهم ابتلي به. Okay, that he said that one of the usuli said that it is must upon a slave to learn halal and haram, command and prohibition, because that's what you're tested with. You're tested with command and prohibition. And that's why Imam Ahmed said what he said, because our whole worship is based on command, amr wa nahi, command and prohibition, halal and haram. You do what Allah said and you leave what Allah forbade. That's ibadah. That's our deen. That's what it means, alhamdulillah. Shaykh Saleh explains that as well in 40 hadith. Coming to the end, inshallah. Hijrah. What hijrah and qasimu ila kam? Give me, inshallah.
Hijrah, what?
Migration.
Wait, what was the question?
How many types are there?
Oh, two.
Give me one.
Hijrah of the qalb
And
hijrah of the land.
land. Okay. The hijrah of the heart. Which one is that? How would you explain that?
Abandoning the sins.
Abandoning the sins. That's physical. The heart we're talking about.
Oh, sorry. Abandoning the disease of the heart, like
Riya, mashallah. Love of Allah, tawakkul Allah, upon Allah, the hope of Allah, increase in your heart. That's the body one is the one you said, leaving the land of kufr to go to the land of Islam. طيب. Let's start inshallah, ikhwah. Nabda. طيب. This hadith, I'm just going to mention a bit more about the hadith inshallah. So we mentioned the hadith about hijrah. Prophet made example, hijrah to Allah and His Messenger. Then he said, وَمَنْ كَانَتْ هِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ فَهِجْرَتُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ, which means that your reward for that hijrah. So when the Sahabas left Mecca to go Medina, they did hijrah for Allah and His Messenger, and they got reward for that. Okay? And the second part of the hadith, وَمَنْ كَانَتْ هِجْرَتُهُ لِدُنْيَا يُصِيبُهَا أَوْ إِمْرَأَةٍ يَنْكِحُهَا فَهِجْرَتُ إِلَى مَا هَاجَرَ إِلَيْهِ. But whoever make hijrah for dunya, to attain any worldly gain, or to marry a woman, then his hijrah is what he made hijrah for. Meaning he has no reward. He hasn't worshipped Allah Azza wa Jal. Now the word dunya, this dunya mean, we translate as world. In Arabic, dunya means it's from the word dana'a, or dana'a is the verb which means something lowly, something low base, something has no qima, there's no price to it, it's very low. There's no, people look at it, basically. That's what dunya is. So when Allah Azza wa Jal, Prophet mentioned about worldly gain, okay, this hijrah is baseless. You made hijrah for this dunya, okay, you had no reward for that. Or to marry a woman. Marrying a woman is mubah. But this person was making hijrah to Medina, known as Qais. And Ibn Masud said, Muhajir to Qais, a man made hijrah to Qais. He wrote letter to her to marry her, and she said, I'm not going to come to you, you have to make hijrah to Medina, I'll marry you. So he made hijrah to Medina just to marry her. Okay? So that's his worldly gain. The world is something lowless, and this is what Prophet is saying, that this hijrah has no reward in that, the second part of the hadith. Now this hadith, mashallah, talking about ikhlas and the sincerity. And the Salaf have mentioned about niyyah. And some of the Salaf said, كَم مِّنْ عَمَلٍ قَلِيلٍ عَظَّمَتْهُ نِيَّةٌ. That how many people do less ibadah, less action, low action, very low, but the niyyah makes it great. The niyyah makes it great. So you might do action very low, because the niyyah is so great, the ajr goes high. And Hasan al-Basri said لا يزال الرجل على الخير إذا قال لله وإذا عمل لله. That Hassan al-Basri said that a man ceases to be upon khair, that when he speaks for Allah. When he does action, he does it for sake of Allah Azza wa Jalla. I'm quoting this from Sheikh Shanqiti, one of the Sheikh, he did Umdatul Ahkaam, one of the Kibar. So he did, so the niyyah is also another hadith. Prophet said that من سأل إذا سأل العبد ربه شهادة صدقا بلغه الله منازل الشهداء ولو مات على الفراش. Hadith Sahih Muslim. Prophet said that if a slave of Allah asks Allah to be martyred, to be shaheed in battlefield, and he's sincere in that, then Allah Azza wa Jal will raise his status of shuhada, even if he dies in the bed, even if he died in his farash, in his bed. Why? Because his niyyah was there. His niyyah to fight in the battle. He wants to be shaheed. But because Allah accepted his niyyah, even if he died in the bed, Allah gave him the reward of that. So look at the reward that Allah has prepared for those people who have sincere niyyah. So this is something I want you to add regarding this hadith. So we're going to move into the next hadith, inshallah, my brothers, which is the hadith number 2. Okay? Hadith number 2, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يقبل الله صلاة أحدكم إذا أحدث حتى يتوضأ. Narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Now we're going to go step by step. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu is a Sahabi, and his Hurara is basically a kitten he used to carry, and Prophet small kitten or cat, and Prophet gave him the kunya Abu Hurairah. Okay, his name was Abdul Shams. Then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave him Abdul Rahman bin Sakhr. Now even his name, scholars have differed. Sheikh Shanqiti mentioned that as for his name, the scholars have differed. They're given different names, but the common one, Abdul Rahman bin Sakhr, that's Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Now, Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu was one of the Sahabi. He migrated with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was from the Ahlul Saffah. These are the people who lived in the masjid. They had nothing except they had what they used to wear. That was their possessions. They left everything for sake of Allah. Mecca, they left everything. Their clothes, their house, their family, everything. And they will live in the masjid of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they will do jihad when the command comes. Now, Abu Hurairah is one of those companions, and we know he's the one who memorized most of the hadith. Because why? He used to be with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when the rest are working. And he memorized most of the hadith, and he's known as Hafiz bin Sahaba. Hafiz, he memorized most of the hadith. No one memorized more than Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Okay? And he always accompanied Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he learned the hadith from Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu was a very poor man. Very poor. Okay? And he's tested with hunger. And I'm going to mention this again, inshallah. Not everybody knows this hadith, but it's quite famous. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, being a poor man, he would fall on the floor, out of hunger, or maybe people will take him and treat him, and so he'd be on the floor. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will see him, will take him to the house. And one day he said to Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, tell the companions to come to the masjid. And he came with all of them. Almost of the companions, they came. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had a container with halib, with milk on him. Okay? And he gave it to everyone to drink from it. And the milk remained where it is. It never went down. Okay? I said to brother, don't try. So what happened? Everyone drank from it. The milk remained where it is. Until it came to Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. He drank in his full stomach, mashallah. He drank everything, whatever he could. The milk remained where it is, never went down. The Prophet drank the rest of the milk and he finished it off. So this is karamat, this is mu'ajizah from Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah gave it to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But shows that Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu was tried and tested. And he was the one who memorized most of the hadith radiallahu anhu. And so this hadith is narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. So he said, the Prophet said that, لا يقبل الله صلاة أحدكم إذا أحدث حتى يتوضأ. Allah Azza wa Jalla will not accept the salah of one of you if he breaks his wudu until he makes wudu. So here the word لا يقبل الله, okay, nafi al-qubul, negation of acceptance. Now in the sunnah of the Prophet many hadith where he mentioned لا يقبل, لا يقبل, لا يقبل. Now this rejection of acceptance are two types. Okay, the rejection of acceptance are two types. نفي القبول لصحة ونفي القبول لكمال وثواب. The first one is negating the authenticity of that. It's not accepted, it's batil basically. Okay, so this one is نفي القبول ماذا؟ صحة وكمال, authenticity, meaning that your salah will not be accepted. Okay, one prophet said your salah won't be accepted, mean your salah won't be accepted. Okay, it's not the reward going to be reduced, no, your salah won't be accepted because you haven't got wudu. Okay, let me give you another example. In the Hadith, Prophet said that لا يقبل الله صلاة الحائض إلا بخمار. That Allah Azza wa Jal will not accept the prayer of a woman who in menstruation except she prays with khimar. Someone might say, she's in menstruation, what would she want to pray? That means she reached the puberty. A woman, the sister has reached the puberty. If she prays in the house, she needs to put the khimar on. Okay? Prophet said, لا يقبل الله. So this rejection of qubul means that prayer is not accepted. Okay? So Shaykh Uthaymin explained this hadith in Bulughul Maram. He said that Prophet excluded the face and the hand and the feet because it's okay, she can pray in the house like that. As long as she covers the head, the khimar, and make sure whatever she wear underneath inshallah, modest, covers her ankle and all that, baggy, but modest, yeah. But she need to have the khimar, okay? So she dressed properly, what she wear normally at house, but she wear khimar, which goes down to the knee, okay? And she prayed. And the Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin said that she doesn't have to repeat the salah, because Prophet excluded the rest, okay? Because she's praying in the room by herself, no a'jam there, no non-mahram is there, she's accepted. So here we learn that when a sister reaches puberty, she needs to have a khimar on, okay? This puberty, hayd mean, here menstruation mean that it's indication she has reached the puberty, okay? That's one of the signs. So here, la yaqbarullah mean what? It's nullified. Your salah is not valid. Okay? Sometimes Prophet ﷺ, he basically negate the acceptance, means that it's accepted, but the reward is low. Like for example, in the hadith, I'm going to give you another two hadith, inshallah. لعن الله إذا من شرب الخمر لا يقبل الله صلاته 40 يوما. That Prophet said that whoever drinks khamr, alcohol, Allah will not accept his prayer for 40 days. This rejection of qubul means that prayer is accepted, but the reward is lessened. The reward, the ajr will go down, the thawab will go down from that person. He will not get the full reward, but it will be accepted. The next hadith is that Man ata ila arraf wa sa'alahu لا يقبل الله صلاته 40 يوما. Whoever goes to the fortune tellers, you know fortune tellers, and he asks the fortune teller, merely asking, then his salah will not be accepted for 40 days. Now this rejection of acceptance means that your prayer is accepted, but your ajr will go down. Your ajr will go down. So you get many hadith, لا يقبل الله, it comes. So here the hadith mean, this hadith mean, Allah will not accept, meaning your salah will not be valid. To pray without wudu. To pray without wudu. You clear with that, yeah? La yaqbalullah. Now, what is the ruling of the one who prays without wudu? If someone prays without wudu unknowingly, alhamdulillah, he's forgiven, ma'adhur. But if someone prays without wudu, he knows, I haven't got wudu, I'm going to pray. The scholars have divided that into three categories. Okay? The first category is that if a person, slave of Allah, doesn't pray without wudu, istihlalan, saying it's halal for me, I don't have to have wudu, then the person is kafir. Okay? Make sure he know, obviously he needs to have knowledge that what he's saying is haram. Okay? he has knowledge that he need to pray with wudu. So anyway, a person prays without wudu knowingly, saying it's halal for him, then person is out of fold of Islam, because you made it something halal which Allah made it haram. Haram means that you can't pray without wudu. Okay? And this is what Imam Nawawi said, that such person who makes things halal, if he makes the halal for him to pray without wudu knowingly, with us he's not a Muslim. Kafara. Okay? That's first category, istihlalan. The second category is that if someone doesn't pray without wudu, istihza'an, which means mocking. He said it's haram for me, but he's just mocking. He's belittling the salah. Okay? He doesn't see importance to it. It's okay, then this is also a form of kufr. Because istihza comes in the Quran as well. That one of the things that take you out of fold of Islam, nawaqid istihza bid-din. Mocking with your deen. It doesn't have to be with wudu, you can mock with the miswak. Anything. And that will take you out of fold of Islam. The third category is tahawun, being lazy. So this is the first category, first two, istihlal. He believes it's haram for him. He's not mocking, but it sounds like he's mocking. But he leaves it out of laziness. It's alright, it's too cold. I'm just going to pray without wudu. I can't be bothered. This is okay. That is, Shaykh al-Islam said, it's major sin. It's kabira, fisk. Okay? You're not going to make wudu because it's cold. Subhanallah, we used to go to camping and come out from tent feeling cold. We used to go make wudu in the lake. MashaAllah, it's very nice. But you have to make wudu. You have to make wudu. So these are the three categories where the ulama have mentioned that if someone prays without wudu knowingly, either of these categories. Okay? So we have to have wudu when we make salah. Okay, so also we have to learn from the qa'idah from this hadith is that لا يقبل الله صلاة أحدكم. This, in the Quran, this qa'idah is very important as well. In the Quran when Allah talks to us, it falls under three categories. So someone might say to you, if someone knows Arabic, he says, look, Allah is the Prophet addressing a male here. Allah will accept one of your prayer if you don't have wudu. Rasulullah is talking to a male. Ahadukum. Kum is mean antum. You're a man. I'm a female. I know Arabic. It's not addressing me, so I don't have to have wudu. So what do? This is what we say. We say when Allah makes khitab, when Allah makes address in the Quran to the believers, there are three types. There's a khitab specifically for male. Allah will address only a male. That's only concern the male. Okay? Like Allah says in the Quran, وَلَا تَنْكِحُ الْمُشْرِكَاتِ حَتَّى يُؤْمِنَّ. Allah is addressing a male, not female. Do not get married to mushrik until they believe. So this is specifically for the believers. I'm not going to give you all the evidence, but I'm just showing you something. This address where Allah make address in the Quran just for male. And there's a khitab for nisa. There's the address for nisa only, specifically for nisa. Okay? Which Allah said, إِذَا سَأَلْتُمُهُنَّ مَتَاعًا فَاسْأَلُهُنَّ مِنْ وَرَاءِ حِجَابٍ. Talking about Rasulullah's wives. That if you ask them, like Aisha was an alima, and the Sahaba would ask her questions. We'll talk about that later. So Allah said, if you ask the wife of the Prophet ﷺ matter of the deen, then ask them behind the hijab. Okay? So not to create fitna. So here, Allah is addressing female only. This is only for wives of the Prophet ﷺ, or the women generally. Allah is talking about the women. This ruling really refers to the women only, addressing. Third type of khitab, generally this is in the Sharia of Allah, is mushtarika bayna al-rijal wa nisa. It's shared between man and a woman. The khitab. Okay? And I will give you this is the common one. The other two is few, but commonly, mainly is this. Okay? For example, in the Quran, Allah said, وَاعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِشَيْئًا. مثلا. Worship Allah alone and do not associate anything with Him. This address is for Allah is addressing the male, but women include in that. Okay? Generally, the ahkam of Sharia, when Allah address like this, He addressing male and a female. The hukum are same. Because in the Hadith, Rasul said that Rijal shaqa'iqun nisa. The Rijal, men are the brothers of of the women, blood brothers, in a sense, in ahkam, they are. Okay, I worship Allah alone, so sisters they do as well. So we are shaqa'iq in terms of ahkam wa shar'iyya. Okay, so Allah addressing male, but female, the hukum refers to female as well. Okay, in the hadith, Prophet said that, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. Pray as you have seen me pray. Allah is addressing male, but female also including that. Why? Because male and female, they all follow Prophet ﷺ. We don't say, male, you pray one way, female, you pray one way. La. All have to follow Prophet ﷺ. All have to pray the way Prophet prayed. Okay? This is addressed for male and female. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul. Or those who believe, obey Allah and His Messenger. Khitab for male and female. Even though Allah is addressing male, but female comes in there as well, the hukum. Okay? Now the Imam Shanqidi said that, this is in Lugha, in the grammarian, it's part of Arabic language. This is how it is. And if you learn the grammar, then you will understand that if someone want to address, it's fusha. If someone want to address a male and a female, okay? For example, I have a brothers, I have sisters, and I want to say in Arabic, read the dars in Arabic. I will say, iqra'u ad-darsa. Read the dars. I want to say, iqra'u ad-darsa wa iqra'unna ad-darsa. La, I'm not going to say separately. That means sisters including that command. All of you read the dars. Okay? So Imam Shanqiti said that when something like this, when Allah Azza wa Jal command male and a female, Allah will use the male pattern. And that's the grammar of Arabic language. You use the male pattern. Okay? Because in Arabic, the way to speak to male and a female. But when you're addressing both of them together, you use the male pattern, not the female. So that's what Allah did. Wa'budullah. That's a male pattern, but female including that as well. It's not just male worship Allah alone, but female you can commit shirk. La. You know, that's how it works. So, ahkam al-shar'iyya are three types. Ahkam that relates to male, ahkam that relates to the female, and ahkam that relate to male and female. Okay? So here now, my brothers, the Prophet said that أحدكم لا يقبل صلاة أحدكم. Allah will not accept salah of one of you. This is أحدكم for male, but female included in there. Okay, so that's how you answer it. You might face a question like this, brother. Prophet is addressing male. Why are you talking to me and female? But that's how you answer it. You know, the qaida is that when Allah address in ahkam al-shar'iyya, it's am for male and female, general for male and female. The hukum is for male and female. طيب, ikhwan. So here we covered that. Now he says, لا يقبل الله الصلاة. The salah here, indefinite. So the qaida we learn is that nakira إذا أتت بعد النهي والنفي يفيد العموم. That if indefinite comes after prohibitions or negation, is general. So the word salah prays indefinite word. It's not as-salah. So it means any salah. Salatul Eid, Salatul Jum'ah, Khams Salawat, or Salatul Janaza. Any of this salah you pray without wudu, your salah will not be valid. Any salah, not just 5 daily prayers. Okay? So what does salah mean? Salah, linguistically salah mean, am I going too fast? Linguistically, salah means dua. Okay, dua. And Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin mentioned this as well. In the hadith, Prophet said that, in the Quran, Allah said, وَصَلِّ عَلَيْهِمْ إِنَّ صَلَاتَكَ سَكَنٌ لَهُمْ. Allah's talking about those people who give charity. Allah saying to the malaika, make dua for them, or send prayer upon them, because your prayer is a sakina for them, comfort for them. So here, صَلِّ عَلَيْهِمْ meaning ud'u lahum, make dua for them. Okay? So linguistically, salah means dua. Okay? Now, what does salah mean shar'an? Shar'an, it means, the ulama have explained that Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin, one of them, he says that الصلاة هي عبادة لله بأقوال وأعمال مفتتحة بالتكبير ومختتمة بالتسليم. He says, Salah is the worship of Allah. It includes statement, action. Okay, you open with takbir, Allahu Akbar, and you open with taslim. That's Salah. So if you look at Khamsa Salawat, if you look at Eid prayer, if you look at Salatul Janaza, Allahu Akbar, you end with Salam. That's Salah. So anything like that is called a Salah. Now, Tawaf. Tawaf is a Salah. Now I'm going to add a bit on that, inshallah. Sheikh Shanqiti goes in there. So he talks about Tawaf. Because Hadith of Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, one day inshallah will help you. He said that الطواف بالبيت الصلاة إلا تتكلمون مع بينكم. The Hadith said that doing tawaf, house of Allah, is a salah. It's a salah. So Prophet named it salah. Except you can talk between yourself. Okay? So there are two opinions. Some of the scholars said tawaf is a salah, so you have to have wudu. Sheikh bin Baz upon this opinion. And they use this hadith. And there is another hadith, hadith of Aisha radiallahu anha. The Prophet when he made tawaf, he made wudu. Actually, he made wudu and did tawaf. Another hadith they use, Aisha, when she was in menstruation of year of Hajj, Prophet said, do everything except tawaf until you become pure, tathiri. So they use this hadith. Look, Aisha was prevented to make tawaf because she wasn't pure. She had to be pure. So that's why. So you need a wudu to make tawaf because Rasulullah named it salah. So the second group of people, like Ibn Taymiyyah and others, said that you don't need wudu. Okay, and they say that the first hadith of Ibn Abbas, they say it is not a hadith, it's mawquf. Prophet did not say that. Ibn Abbas said it. Okay, so me thinking about it a bit more. This salah here could mean salah lughatan, dua. Because when you're making tawaf, you're making dua. Okay? You never seen, you can't be extra salah, like khamsa salawat. You never see someone making tawaf, Allahu Akbar, he goes round, when he finishes, Assalamu alaikum. You never hear him doing that, it's bid'ah. So how can that be salah shar'an? It's salah lughatan, mean making dua. When you're making tawaf, you're making dua, and that's salah. Okay? So they say this is not evident because it is mawquf. It's Ibn Abbas. And if it's Ibn Abbas, then it is not a dalil, it is opinion. And the second one, the hadith of Aisha, they say Sahih Muslim, they say yes, Prophet did make wudu when he did tawaf. He didn't command anyone. That's mustahab. Okay, like tarawih. Prophet made tarawih by himself. Ramadan, he never said, everyone come and join me. La, he prayed by himself. First day they joined, second day, third day he said, no more. I'm fearing they might become wajib. So it's like that. He did something, he never commanded anyone. So it means mustahab. If Prophet did it, then do it. Nothing wrong with that. And the hadith of Aisha, she was prevented not because she had to have wudu, because of haid. And haid is a common reason why she can't make tawaf. You can't read Quran. You can't pray or fast. This is a common excuse, sharia, legitimate reason. You can't do this thing. So you can't use that as evidence. Okay? But if she was not in haid, the Prophet said, Aisha, go make wudu, then khalas, then you need wudu. So this is the argument they come from. Okay? So to say this is not, you don't need wudu for tawaf. But I would say make wudu, inshallah. And if you don't, then khalas, tawaf still accepted. Unless, tayyib. So this salah here means indefinite, refers to mean every salah, everything. Also, can you say, sajda, tilawatu sajda, add bit more. That's not salah as well. This is the opinion of Ibn Taymiyyah, Shawkani, Lajna Da'ima, that sajdatu tilawa is not, it's not salah, nor is wajib, it's sunnah. Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, he made sajda to tilawa, sometime he left it as well. And on the mimbar he said, "O my people, there are sajda to tilawa, if you do it, you are rewarded. If you leave it, there is no sin upon you." Okay? It's Bukhari. And Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, he made sajda to tilawa without wudu. Without wudu. And Lajna Da'ima, the ulama of our time, they gave in fatwa, you don't need wudu for sajda, tilawa to sajda. And in Bukhari, Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu, Prophet ﷺ, he read this tilawat to sajda and he made sajda. Muslim made it, mushrik also made it together. And mushrik, they're najas. They're in wudu. So sajda tilawa is not salah. Okay? Why? Because you don't need wudu. And it's recommended to say Allahu Akbar when you go, or you can just make sajda. And when you come up, you don't do taslim. Okay, so it is not salah. Okay, so if you're outside the salah and you read the Quran and the sajda tilawa and you have no wudu, you can just make it. You can do inshallah. Yeah? So here salah is general. Any salah you make, you need to have wudu, and you know what salah means shar'an and lughatan as well, inshallah. So then he says, إذا أحدث mean if he breaks wudu. What hadath? Hadath are two types. Hadath al-akbar, hadath al-asghar. Hadath al-akbar is a major hadath, major impurity. That is that when you need to have a bath. And nothing shall we speak in the haqq, inshallah. That one is if in janaba. Janaba is done two ways. If a man has intercourse with his wife, there's hadith coming up as well, we'll cover this inshallah, then he need to make ghusl. Unless if he's ill, the person is ill, he can't make water. If he makes bath, he will become ill more. He can be serious. Then he doesn't make wudu, he make tayammum. But other than that, he or she, then both need to have a bath and become wajib on them. Okay? That's hadath al-akbar, janaba. Second type of janaba, you can fall into janaba, is a wet dream. Is a man or a woman, when they sleep, they see the dream, they had intercourse. So they in janaba, they have to have ghusl, bath. A sahabi comes to Prophet and asks that question as well. It's going to come inshallah in a few chapter. So the hadith says that if someone sees wet dream but does not have a wet patch, doesn't have to have wudu, ghusl. But if someone wakes up and see the wet patch, they have to have bath. Okay, that's hadath al-akbar, janaba. That's two ways you can be instead of janaba. And the second is hadath al-asghar, which is every day we have to make wudu. That is, if you make wudu, going to toilet. Okay, if you go to sleep, deep sleep. When I say deep sleep, not on the farash. If you sleep like this on the farash, according to some of the opinion, your wudu doesn't break. Okay, when I say you're lying in the farash properly, then if unconscious you're sleeping, the wudu breaks. You have to make wudu. If you eat camel meat, it breaks your wudu. If you become unconscious, it breaks your wudu. Okay, so this is the way. These are the things that breaks your wudu. You have to make wudu for this. You don't have to have bath. It's hadath al-asghar, the minor one. You just make wudu. Okay. So here hadith we learn, Allah doesn't accept one of your salah, any salah, if you break your wudu. So this is how you break your wudu, hadath. Okay? Hatta yatawadda. Hatta mada yatawadda. Now here, hatta yatawadda, the ulama said that, when you don't have wudu, when you don't have wudu, you have to make wudu. You have to use water or tayammum. Okay? فإن لم تجد فتيمموا بصعيدا. Okay, that if you don't find water, then make tayammum. Okay, now we're going to have a chapter on tayammum on its own, inshallah. So you have to, for salah, you make wudu or you make tayammum. If you don't have water, then you make tayammum. So for example, if you're ill, you can't touch water, you make tayammum. You are in a place where there's no water, then you make tayammum. If you're in a place where there's water but it's far away, and if you go there, you might be in trouble, you might get caught by something, then you make tayammum as well. Also, if you have water, but you have little water to drink, okay, and if you finish that, then there's no water to drink, then you make tayammum. Okay, so asal is water. The asl tahara is water. Water is the best way to purify. And if you have water, there's no way you can do tayammum. No way. So water is the asal and the badal is tayammum. The replacement is the tayammum. Okay? Which we use the dust. We will cover this inshallah. Now the point is, we covered the Umdatul Fiqh, this is, you have no water and you can't make tayammum. Okay? Say for example, you are, Sheikh used the thing like you're tied up in a prison or something, somewhere, and you can't use water, you can't use tayammum. Okay? Even Umdatul Ahkaam, Umdatul Fiqh we're studying, if you're naked in the prison, what do? You can't have water, you can't have no tayammum, you can't, nothing. You're naked in a situation. The scholars have did 3 or 4 opinions. First says, if you're in that situation, you make salah as it is, and you don't have to repeat it. Some says, you don't pray, you don't repeat. Some says, you pray, but when you see the water, you have to pray again. Okay? The 4th opinion, they say that, you don't pray, you make the qada. Okay? But these are all difficult. The first one is that you pray and khalas. Because the qa'idah we learn, al-mashaqqa tajlibu taysir. Burden brings ease. Okay, mashaqqa, a burden. Tajlibu taysir. Because of your hardship, ease comes. Allah says, fattaqullah mastata'tum, fear Allah as much as you can. Allah says, yuridullahu bikumul yusr, wa la yuridu bikumul usr. Allah wants ease, not difficult. Okay, so situation like this, you got nothing to do. There's nothing you can do. You fear Allah as much as you can. You have no water, you can't make tayammum. Even if the person is naked in the prison, he prays naked. Khalas, there's nothing you can do. They're not going to give you clothes. Okay, it's part of knowledge. I don't know even in a situation like that, but it's a knowledge that we need to know. What do? You pray as it is. There's nothing you can do, brothers. Anyone, male or female, yeah. So these are the opinion of the scholars that if you're in that situation where there's no water, there's no tayammum, you pray as it is, where it is, wherever you are, and you don't have to repeat it. Okay, because you took the rukhsa. You know the hadith, many hadith Prophet said that inni bu'ithtu Hanafiya samha, that I have been given religion of Hanafiya samha. Samha mean Hanafiya is the deen of Tawheed. Samha is ease, not difficult. Okay? The hadith says, yassiru wa la tu'assiru. Makes easy, don't make it difficult. Okay? So Allah Azza wa Jal made deen easy for us. Okay? And we too should take the rukhsa, the permissibility, allowance Allah has given us. And that's the allowance. That you have no water, you have no way you can make tayammum, khalas, you pray as it is. You pray whatever the situation you are in. So this is the hadith about wudu, my brothers. We've covered quite a lot. So we're going to go to the next hadith, inshallah. Also, it's not a long hadith. Next hadith الثالث أن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص رضي الله عنه وأبي هريرة وعائشة رضي الله عنهم قالوا قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ويل للأعقاب من النار. Okay, hadith Abdullah bin Amr ibn al-As. He's one of the companion. Okay, no lot of hadith is narrated. Abdullah bin Amr ibn al-As. I'm going to go step by step and I'm just going to translate inshallah. Let me just speak about the narrators first, the Sahabas. So Abdullah bin Amr ibn al-As, one of the companion, he has narrated quite a lot of hadith. He's a narrator of the hadith. And one of the faqih, one of the huffaz of the Sahabas. And Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, we have told you. Okay, Aisha, the mother of the believers, radiallahu anha, she one of the most huffaz, one of the faqih of the Sahabas, radiallahu anhum. And Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah talks about the virtue of Aisha and Khadija. I think we should know this. And Ibn Taymiyyah balanced it out, mashallah. Because both of the wives of the Prophet has manaqib, they have virtues. And Ibn Taymiyyah, he, mashallah, he put this nicely in their, how they are. So Khadija radiallahu anha, her virtue was first era of the prophethood, where she aided Prophet ﷺ, supported Prophet ﷺ. Okay, no one ever could have done that. Okay, supported him. She was the first person to believe in her. Okay, she was the first person to believe in Muhammad ﷺ. So she aided him in that aspect. She was the better. Khadija radiallahu anha. And do you know that Khadija radiallahu anha, when she was going up with the food to Prophet ﷺ. He was in the cave, and Allah sent Jibreel, and Allah said to Jibreel, go to Muhammad ﷺ and tell him that I have given salam to Khadija. Okay, and Jibreel ﷺ comes down, and he said to Muhammad ﷺ, this is Khadija coming with the food. Tell her that Allah has given her salam, and give my salam to her. And tell her that Allah has built a palace for her in Jannah. Okay, this is Khadija, the mother of the believers. Okay, so Aisha never had to do that, what Khadija did. She was different in different way, better was different way. So in that aspect, Khadija was the best. In the other aspect, Aisha radiallahu anha was married before Hijrah to Prophet ﷺ when she was 6 years old. And then she went to Medina. Okay, Prophet embraced her in Medina. She was 9 years old. So Aisha radiallahu anha, she was in Medina after death of Prophet ﷺ, after death of Khadija. Prophet was very close to Aisha. Okay, that's what Aisha said. قبض الله نبيه بين السحر ونهري. Hadith in Bukhari. The Prophet Aisha said that Allah took his Prophet, his soul went, and while he was Prophet, he was leaning on my chest. Here, Prophet head was here. And Aisha looked at his wife, looked at Prophet and said, I'm making dua that Allah give you shifa. He said, La, Rafiqul A'la. I want to go. Rafiq means close friend, companion, highest companion. When he want to go to Allah Azza wa Jalla. So there's many evidence to say the Prophet has passed away. Okay? So when Prophet passed away, Prophet said about Aisha radiallahu anha, he said, Fadl Aisha ala nisa ka fadl tharid ala sa'id al-ta'am. The virtue of Aisha over the rest of the women is the virtue of tharid ala tharid is the type of food the Arab eat. Rice and meat, apparently the best food. Which is better than the rest of the food. So Prophet gave a likeness basically. This is the virtue of Aisha, Siddiqa, better than all the women. Like this tharid is better than all the food. Okay? So, when Prophet passed away, Prophet is dead, alayhi salam. So Aisha was the reference. And Abu Hurairah studied under Aisha. Makhul, Ata. So they will come to Aisha and ask questions. You know the things related to his room and everything, secret. Who tells this? Aisha. Aisha's bedroom secret is haram to expose, but it is halal there because what do you do? What do you do when your wife is menstruating? What can you do? What you can't do? Aisha narrated this to us because we need to learn. Couple need to learn these things. This is not something to be shy about. Okay, so Aisha, the house, anything matters related to the house, Aisha is the mostly narrated hadith. The Sahaba said, إذا اختلف الصحابة في أمور الدين رجعنا إلى عائشة ولم نجد إلا عندها علما. That they said that Sahaba said that when we differ anything in matters of deen, we'll go to Aisha and we will find she has knowledge. She had the knowledge. She was known as the faqih of the Sahabas, alim of the Sahabas, very early age. She was very sharp. She was giving fatwa at a very early age. She was able to translate dreams. One of the dreams she translated, Prophet was alive, alayhi salam, that the dream was a man saw in a dream. A Sahabiya saw in a dream her husband had traveled. Okay, and she went to Prophet of Allah. And Prophet of Allah said, don't worry, he will come back. And he came back. So she saw the same dream again. What? I saw the dream twice. Sheikh Khalid Rambari came, when he came years ago in Masjid al-Huda, he gave whole lecture on dreams. So that's the hadith I remember. Then Prophet wasn't in the house. So she asked Aisha, Aisha, I saw in a dream my husband has traveled. He traveled somewhere. You know what travel here means? He's going to go. He's going to pass away. And she said that. She translated exactly the way it is. And the Sahaba did pass away. So, but there's a hadith said that do not translate as it is. Make it different so it doesn't happen. And the Sheikh said that when you have a bad dream, don't ask anyone. Keep it to yourself and make istighfar. Because some brother had it and they went to Sheikh Khalid, then Sheikh Khalid, I'm not going to translate that for you. It's no good dream. Leave it. Make istighfar. Allah protect you from it. Okay, because Hadith says if you translate, it's going to fall. It's like, example, if you have a leaf on a plane, and if the plane were to go like this, leaf's going to fall, isn't it? It's going to fall like that. It's going to come to reality. So don't translate like that. Aisha did it, and it came to reality. Her husband did pass away, radiallahu anhu. And then she cried, and she came to Rasulullah, and he told me one translation, and she told me something else. And then Prophet went to Aisha and said, why do you translate it like that? Should have said the other way. Anyway, he passed away. So the dream here means that when you see in a dream somebody traveling, means he's going to pass away. If you see in a dream your tooth has fall off, means somebody in a family member will pass away. Sheikh Khalid al-Ambari, hafizahullah, he saw in a dream, he's telling us his own dream. He said, once I saw in a dream, my teeth came off. I phoned home and said, where's my dad? Passed away. Then he saw another dream, same dream, I don't know after how long, his tooth came off. And he said, where's my mom? She has passed away. Rahimahullah. So these are dreams. So alhamdulillah. So Aisha had the knowledge of translating dreams. MashaAllah, you know. So this is the Aisha radiallahu anha for us. When Aisha died, she died age of 63, I think, 60 something. And she was buried in Baqi', and the janazah was prayed by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. Janazah of Aisha. This is her teacher as well. She's a teacher of Abu Hurairah. طيب, the hadith says, وَيْلٌ لِلْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ. Oh, to the ankle of the hell. This is the last hadith, inshallah, we will finish it. Wail here mean halaka, destruction. Okay? And some of the opinions that the Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen mentioned, Sheikh Shanqiti mentioned, some of the Athar opinions, they said Wail is a valley in Jahannam. Wail is a valley in the hellfire. Uthman radiallahu anhu said that Wail is a mountain in hellfire. It's a Jabal. Okay? Muslim taking with Sheikh Shanqiti. So Wailul Aqab, meaning oh to the ankle of the hell. Why did this happen? Why did this took place? Now, Prophet ﷺ, he saw a group of companions making wudu, time for Asr, one of the Salah, coming close, coming to the end, and they're rushing into wudu. When they came to ankle, Aqab is the plural of Aqab, which is the ankle. The ankle was not washed properly. Okay? It's not washed properly. And prophets can see that it's a dry patch. So he said, وَيْلُ الْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ. Oh, to the ankle of the hellfire. Meaning that if you don't wash your ankle properly, your ankle will be burnt in the hellfire. Okay? So that's the story behind that. Now, what is the ruling of the person who doesn't wash his ankle? It's a major sin. Sheikh Shanqiti, subhanAllah, just woke me up. It's major sin. The kabira min kabair dhunub. You must say, how is that? I'm not just washing my ankle. Come on. We make a big deal out of it. Okay, my salah is not accepted. It's a major sin. It is a major sin. From the hadith. How do we know something is a major sin? One of the tafsir of Hasan al-Basri is that when you do act and it is threatened by the fire or wrath of Allah, is it threatened by the fire? It is. So it is major sin. Prophet saying, if you leave your ankle ankle going to burn in the hellfire. It is a major sin then. You've done a major sin, that's why your ankle going to be burnt in the hellfire. So when we make wudu, you have to be very, very careful, inshallah, that we wash your ankle properly. Wail is destruction, meaning your ankle will be burnt. So we have to wash the ankle properly, okay, above the ankle. Inshallah, make sure it's washed. Another part of your limbs is very easily you can miss out is the elbow here. Sometimes you can just do this, but it's dry here. So make sure you wash it properly. Okay, wash it properly like this, inshallah, no rush. And so these two parts, inshallah, wash it properly. So we cover this later on, inshallah, when it comes to wudu. طيب, so that's the hadith, small hadith, but indicating one of the major sin is that if you don't wash your ankle properly, it is going to be burned in the hell, because it's threatened with the fire. So that's why Prophet raised his voice and said, oh, to the ankle of the hellfire. That's what it means, the hadith. Inshallah, Jazakumullah khair, Ikhwana, we're going to end the lesson here, and we'll continue next week. If there's any question for me to explain, clarify anything, you can ask me now, inshallah, and we'll. Any question, brothers? You go on. Okay, go on.
Just to clarify on that last bit, you said that aqib means
Aqab.
ankle. Yeah. Does that not mean heel?
Ankle, heel, I don't know how you're going to say it. This is what it means, isn't it? This is, yeah, aqab. Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah.
As in the bottom of your feet at the end.
That should be washed here. Yeah. That is aqab. That should be washed. Should be up to here where the socks is. Above should be washed. All this should be washed. Yeah. So that patch was dried. So aqab, that's what it is. Go on.
If you had a dream that your tooth was coming out, should I not tell anyone then in the family?
Dream, yeah? If it's a bad dream, you shouldn't tell anyone. Bad dream is from shaitan. A good dream is from Allah. Okay? So the Shaykh Khalid Ambari said, it's a lot of people came with a dream, and Shaykh said, no, I'm going to translate this. This is bad. May Allah protect you. Okay? And in addition to that is that, if you have a dream before Fajr, okay, you can 100% reject it, no 100% accept it. But if it's after, if it's after Fajr, before Fajr is true dream, good or bad. But if it's after Fajr, you can accept, you can reject. But you can't reject 100%. There might be some reality in it. So that's what it is. If it's okay, yeah?
Yeah. So even the tooth one.
Truth one, you ask some. No, but if it's a good dream, then ask somebody who can translate the dream. Yeah. If it's bad, don't ask. It's not a good dream, inshallah. I hope we get good dreams. Go on, Akhi. Go ahead.
Related to the ankle, the hadith regarding that if your izar is below your ankle, then the ankle below, whatever below it will be in the hellfire. Does it mean that it's a major sin to have your izar below your ankle? Is it makruh? Because I think according to the mada'ib is makruh, but according to the today's ulama, they say that no, it's major sin.
It's, because the hadith is la'an, isn't it? Hadith cursed with the fire. Anything with under the ankle is in fire. So they've taken the hadith that because Allah threatened, hadith threatened you with the fire, this is a major sin. Now the hadith says that if you wear out of arrogance and pride and haughty, that's also a sign of a major sin. So the ulama says, don't drag your trousers below your ankle. Okay? Have you on the ankle. Sheikh Mashur Hassan Salman said, least you can do if you walk in the office. I've seen people, it's fashion now to above the ankle anyway. Alhamdulillah, it's a fashion now. Okay?
It's fashion for women, but
Nah, men, I've seen men wear men's above the ankle. Suits and booty, they're above the ankle now. This is fashion. Alhamdulillah. So, we fear Allah. We fear Allah, we have it above the ankle. Or have it on the ankle at least. But don't drag it. Okay, don't drag it. So it can be major sin if you're dragging it because the Arab, the Jahiliyyah, when the Arab is to wear thawb, they used to boast, isn't it? And they will drag their garment. So it's dragging a sign of arrogancy. That's major sin. Okay? The other one is anything lower under the ankle will be in the hellfire. It's indication of major sin because the action is threatened with the fire. So, inshallah, have you on the ankle, not drag it. Inshallah, don't drag it. Go on. You forgot.
I have too many questions, but I'll just ask one. What was the definition of Salah Shar'an Ibadatullah bil Aqwal?
Okay. Salah, linguistic, brother asking question, what does Salah mean in Shar'an? But I'm saying both as well, inshallah, the reminder. Salah linguistically means dua, and gave the ayah. Salah Shar'an means, Islamically when we say Salah, means هي عبادة لله بأقوال وأعمال مفتتحة بالتكبير ومختتمة بالتسليم. Now this Shaykh Ibn Uthaymin mentioned this as well. Means that Salah is a worship of Allah. It has statement and action. You open with takbir and you end with taslim. You close it with taslim. That's what Salah means. So if you see any Salah, that's how it is. Yeah. Go on, Akhi.
Just back to the issue of Isbal, the issue with the ankles, the clothes going below the ankles. Because there's two hadith, one is general about whatever's below the
Yeah.
But then there's a second one which is specific and mentions the trait of arrogance.
Yeah.
And I can't remember this hadith, I think it's Abu Bakr.
Yeah.
The Prophet said, because you don't do it out of pride and arrogance,
Yeah.
you're not amongst these people.
Among the people, yeah.
So this second hadith,
Yeah.
you understand that like there's the interpretation that isbal it's not a general thing. It's only a sin if you do it out of pride and arrogance.
Arrogance, yeah.
So is it true that there's a valid difference of opinion amongst ulama that it's okay to have it as long as it's not done out of pride?
But if someone were to drag it, I don't have a pride, you know.
Say if they do it just because the clothes.
Yeah. The best thing is, my advice, the best thing is, practicing brothers, don't drag it. Just have it on the ankle. Have it be on the safer side. Have it on the ankle, and that's it, inshallah. And others is fashion, but it looks nice as well. You know, have it on the ankle, not above the ankle. Have it on the ankle, inshallah. Be on the safe side. And, you know, because the general hadith, anything below the ankle is in the hellfire anyway. So have it on the ankle, be on the middle, have it on the ankle, inshallah. Don't drag it. Yeah.
This only applied to men.
Yeah. The women have to cover their feet. The feet is aura. Is it okay, Abu?
Yeah, but I was just asking because when women wear abaya, it obviously drags.
Yeah. The women have to have that. Oh, yeah. They have to cover their feet. Oh, but
now you mentioned, obviously this is general, also we heard before, eating camel meat nullifies
wudu.
So is there any reason for that, or just the general sort of?
That's a good question. The group of people, the Prophet said, was asked, I ate some of the meat from the sheep or something, ghanam. Do you have to make wudu? He said, no. And he said, if I eat camel meat, do I have to make wudu? He said, yes. I don't know what's the reason behind it. Maybe medical reason, Allahu A'lam. I can't find the reason why. It's a good question. Why do we have to make wudu after camel meat? Maybe there's a medical reason. I'll find out, inshallah. Next week I'll try to answer this.
This question's been bugging me for a while.
Yeah. So brother saying, why do we have to make wudu after eating camel meat? I don't know the reason behind it. But the Prophet told us to make wudu. I'll do research next week. I'll tell you, inshallah.
Can Ustadh please repeat the part on negation of acceptance, the 2 types?
Okay, negation of acceptance, la yaqbalullah. Allah does not accept. And in the hadith it comes, and it could mean any of these. Negation of acceptance could mean that negating the authenticity of the act. I mean, it's not accepted, it's bath, it's nullified. Like the hadith, Allah will not accept one of your prayer without wudu. So this negation of acceptance means the salah is not valid. Negating the validity of it. Okay? Then the other hadith we mentioned that la yaqbalullah salata haid illa bi khimar, that Allah will not accept the salah of the sister who reached the puberty. He haid means she's puberty now, except with the khimar. So here, if you don't have the khimar, the sister don't have a khimar, the head cover, and she reached the puberty, salah is not valid. It nullifies the salah. That's what I mean, negating the acceptance. The other type of negating the acceptance means it doesn't invalidate the act, means your ajr, your reward is low, which is the hadith, man sharib al-khamra la yaqbalu Allahu salatahu 40 yawman. That whoever drinks alcohol, Allah will not accept his salah for 40 days. What does it here mean? Allah will not accept, mean your salah is valid, but your reward will be diminished. Your reward will be taken down. Okay? Next hadith we have mentioned that hadith, man ata ila al-arraf wa sa'alahu la yaqbalu Allah salatahu 40 yawman. That whoever comes to fortune tellers, yadu billah, fortune tellers, and he goes and asks them, or she goes and asks them, then Allah will not, his salah will not be accepted for 40 days. This rejection of acceptance means your salah reward will go down. So this is la yaqbalullah, the qubul, rejection. So this is why I mentioned it, alhamdulillah. The ulama, they talk about this. I hope this is clear, inshallah.
Mention when you leave off wudu, and then it's kufr.
Okay, if you leave wudu intentionally, the brother asking, what is the ruling? We gave you 3 things. If he does it out of halal, then it's kafir. How can you say it's halal? I don't have to pray with the wudu. I feel it's halal for me. They're saying, I feel drinking alcohol is halal. Zina is halal. This is kafir. Okay? If we leave the out of istihza, mocking, is part of kufr as well, because mocking with your deen is major kufr. And the third one is that if someone pray with the wudu knowingly out of laziness, or can't be bothered to make wudu, it's too cold, I'm tired, I'm just going to get up of the bed and just pray and go to sleep. And this is, he's not saying it's halal, he's not trying to mock, but he's out of laziness, then this is major sin. Ibn Taymiyyah is fisq, it's kabir min kabair dhunub, it's major sin. Okay, so these are 3 halat, these are 3 stages. So which whenever he falls, Allah knows best. So we have to, and I forgot to mention a hadith. Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, hadith Hassan wa Shaykh al-Albani. There was a slave of Allah in the grave getting tortured. And his punishment being increased after increase, okay? And then he was told to him, your punishment being increased because you prayed 1 salah knowingly without wudu. 1 salah, you prayed without wudu, knowingly. So this is, how can you pray salah without wudu knowingly? You're belittling it. You don't care. It's not important. Imagine you get married, and you go to get married, and you go with the tracksuit on. They're going to say, you don't care. You just, you're not give importance to my daughter. You come in like this, a tracksuit. Oh, I'm not just going to badminton. I'm just going to get married, take care, and go badminton. It's not. You're not giving importance to the daughter. You're not giving importance to the in-law's going to say, what are you doing? You should be prepared. You're getting married. Come on. But you stand in front of Allah. You are standing in front of Allah, not to getting a wife. I'm standing in front of Allah. Nafi' radiallahu anhu, one of the tabi'i, Ibn Umar student, he was praying, his hair was everywhere. His clothes was everywhere. And Ibn Umar raised his voice. He said, would you go out like this? He said, no. And you stand in front of Allah like this? Look at this. So are you going to stand in front of Allah without wudu knowingly? Yadu billah. So this type of belittling the salah. You give importance to Allah. That's what it is. That's what it is. So these are 3 halat, these are 3 stages, whichever one he falls. So I'm sure we don't do that, yadu billah. But this is the ulama talks about it. They talk about this. Yeah.
Ustad, Allah made wudu obligatory for salah. Some people say when you read the Quran and touch the Quran as well.
Touching the Quran. اختلاف العلماء. I mean, what I know, the most authentic opinion is that if you don't have wudu, you can touch the Quran. But I say have wudu and touch the Quran. And Allah said in the Quran, وَمَن يُعَذِّمْ شَعَائِرَ اللَّهِ فَإِنَّهَا مِن تَقْوَى الْقُلُوبِ. That whoever honors the symbol of Allah, sign of a taqwa. So Quran is symbol of Allah, isn't it? So honor it by having wudu. Honor it having by wudu. So have wudu and inshallah make wudu, read the Quran. If in janabah, you don't. But yes, you can read top of your head. You can read, but you can't touch it. So, but if you don't have wudu, just normally like this, it's not haram. No one says haram, but best to have in wudu, inshallah.
I forgot to ask about this, but is it alright to roll the trouser up? Or
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Said you can't roll it.
Who said?
There's like an opinion.
I don't know if his opinion might be there, but nothing to forbid. The illah is to be above the ankle. The reason is, the hukum goes around the illah, isn't it? The reason, the aim is to be above the ankle. It's above the ankle, khalas. But it can shorten, it looks nice. I think so, yeah. But if you roll it up above the ankle, it's not haram. Nothing to say it's haram.
Sheikh, the hadith which says you shouldn't pray when you have the urge to go to the toilet, and you shouldn't pray if the food is ready. If you do this in this state, pray salah in this state, is your reward detracted or the salah is invalid?
No, nothing to say that. But la salata bihadath al-ta'am. You shouldn't pray when the food is in front of you. Do you know why? The scholars have said, that's going to come as well, Umdatul Ahkaam. Basically what it is, because see, if you're hungry, yeah? You're hungry and you're in the house, you got chicken tikka and chicken grill, mashallah, honey and everything in front of you, and you are hungry. Do you think you're going to pray, you concentrate in the salah? No, you're not going to do it. You're not going to be khushu', you're hungry. So the Islam says, Prophet said, eat first and then go and pray. Don't pray when the food is ready and you go and pray. You're not going to concentrate. So that's the priority. Because the reason you pray, you should pray with khushu'. But that will take your khushu' away. Wallahi. Imagine when you pray, you think about key, you think about this and that. You are hungry, you're going to be thinking about the chicken, the picture of the chicken will come on your eyes. You're not going to be praying. Wallahi, I'm telling you, you're not going to pray. You're just going to quickly do, and only going to eat. I said, the hadith says, no, you eat, satisfy yourself, look at the mercy of Allah, okay, feel yourself, then go and pray. Then you can pray with khushu', inshallah. Yeah, that's what it is, that's the way. No, doesn't matter. If the adhan is gone, and you're hungry, food is in front of you, you eat first. You eat first.
Remove the hunger.
Yeah.
You said that there's two things that put you into a state of hadith. You said
Janaba.
sorry, janaba. You said
wet dream.
Intercourse and wet dream.
Yeah.
There's more though, isn't there? As in haid and postnatal bleeding and childbirth and.
These are not. They're not janaba, but you need to have a bath. Yeah, you need to have a bath. If you postmenstrual, if haid, they have to have a bath. Okay, and because the janaba they refer to this thing, only those two things. But you have to have, because haid, you know, in janaba instead of yeah. So you have to have a bath if sister is in period. When the period completes, whenever it is, they have to have a bath. Wajib on them to have a bath. And after childbirth, when the blood continues to come, it doesn't say how long. Whenever it stops, she has to have a bath, and then she start praying. But before that, she doesn't pray. No. But if there's no blood, then she has a bath and pray. Yeah. Jazakallah khair.
Just regarding the sajda of the tilawa, would you do takbir and then you would do the sajda, or would you just go straight into the
So basically, say for example, you do when you sajda tilawa, okay, Allahu Akbar, you go down, Subhana Rabbil A'la, Subhana Rabbil A'la, Subhana Rabbil A'la, come down, and that's it.
And would you need to stand up, or would you just...
No, you just stand up. You just obviously, if you're sitting down reading Quran, you don't stand up. You just make sajda. Yeah, Allahu Akbar. You make sajda. You say whatever you want to say. You can make dua as well, and you come back. You don't do salam. That's it. Shaykh bin Baz explained it like that as well. Yeah. So you don't do two sajda. One sajda. Yeah. No salam. No khalas.
No.
Go on.
Could you clarify the four opinions regarding if you don't have wudu and you don't have...
Okay, if you don't have water and you can't do tayammum, then what do you do? Okay, the first group of scholars, they said that you pray the way you are, okay, and you don't have to make up. Khalas. Second one is that yes, you pray, but if you find the water, you have to make wudu. Third one is that you don't pray, you don't repeat your salah, you just leave it. That's a bit ajib. You go pray though, isn't it? And the fourth one is that you don't pray, but you make qada. Go home and make qada. But you don't know when you're going to go home. So, as I said, al-mashaqqa tajribu taysir. Mashaqqa, you're in difficulty, you're in hardship. That brings ease. That is that, whatever situation you are, you pray. Khalas. I'm not responsible for this. I have to worship Allah. Okay, Allah is not going to be responsible for this. Because if you have no water, you can't make tayammum, just pray as it is. Khalas, you don't have to repeat your salah again. Because you've took the rukhsa, isn't it? The permissibility, the allowances you've taken. And the hadith says that Inna Allah yuhib an yukhadha rukhsa. Allah loves those who take their permissibility, the allowances. Which is this. You pray. Khalas. There's nothing you can do. Khalas, ikhwan? Yeah, hadith. Rukhsa, yeah. Okay, inshallah, see you next week, brothers. We have Usul Thalatha every Tuesday. We end of Usul Thalatha. We're going to finish that and we start Kitab al-Tawheed. So come Tuesday, inshallah, we have a nice place, mashallah. May Allah be with the brothers. Jazakumullah khair, Allah accept from all of us. Ameen.
Sure.